Hi, my name's Jon Morley. I'm a Race for RP driver and coach of the Neilio in the Ferrari Challenge. The 488 Challenge car is a beast. This thing is fast. We have some things that we are able to adjust, so the characteristics of the car are comfortable for the driver. That's what it's all about. It's very tunable now with the traction control settings. You have a lot of adjustability. The more you turn down the traction control, the more power it's going to give you out of the corners. As a pro and a coach, we'll go out there and maybe turn it all the way off or just barely on, but for a novice driver or someone who's not quite as comfortable with the car moving around, you're able to tune the traction control to build their comfort level out there. We've got a big wing on the back that we're able to adjust, and now we have a little bit of adjustability up front as well as part of the Evo kit. Within the bumper, we're able to change the airflow slightly and change the balance of the car slightly. So with the wings, obviously we're talking about aerodynamics, and in the high-speed corners, you're going to feel it a lot more. If you have a car that has oversteer where the back is moving around a little bit too much in the fast corners, and you're not comfortable with that, we can stand that rear wing up a little bit, give you a little more downforce, keeping the rear of the car planted. So aerodynamics primarily for the high-speed stuff. For lower speed or mid-speed corners, you're talking more about mechanical grip. So there we're looking at the spring rate, the suspension settings, and the ride height as well. The rake of the car makes quite a big difference. If you raise up the rear of the car gets a little more nose happy. You know, it's more willing to rotate into the corner. Of course, if you drop the rear, then the front end washes out of it, or it gives you a little more understeer. Those are the sorts of things mechanically you can do with the car. We can always play with tire pressure. The Pirelli tires are nice and consistent this year. You do get your quick laps right at the beginning of their life, but they're very progressive in the way they gradually lose their grip across the session. They don't suddenly fall off a cliff and wonder where all the grip went. One other thing we can change in the car is the ABS settings. So we have a couple settings on the ABS, which really just changes the feel of the car into the corner. With ABS and brake bias, front to rear, it again influences how the car rotates into the corner. If you have a little too much in the rear, those back tires might start skipping a little bit and the car might move around, which isn't comfortable. So then you'd want a little more bias towards the front of the car. But a lot of these things are just you try different settings on the ABS dial and you see what's comfortable for you, and that's what you want to go with. Sometimes, for me even, I almost don't want to know why it's doing what it's doing. It's just, I like the way it feels, so that's my setting.